Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Vid here, and right next to me I got a BMW i5. Now, this is BMW's newest EV sedan, and it's their answer to the mid-size sedan electric vehicle market, and also one of many new EVs that have been released in the last few years. Today, I'm here to give you guys a quick tour of it, as well as take it out for a spin, and let you guys know what I think. So let's not waste any more time and dive right in. Here's our first look at the car, and you're probably thinking that it looks just like a regular 5 Series, and you're absolutely right. However, there's a few key differences. The first being the blue outline around the BMW logo, which is exclusive to BMW EVs. Another way is by looking at the front grille. You can see the i5 that I'm reviewing right now has a solid filled grille, whereas the standard 5 Series has these lines in its front grille. This particular unit is a M60 trim level, and you can tell that by looking at the M badge in the front grille as well as the M60 badge on the rear trunk lid. The color right here is carbon black metallic, which is a deep black with elements of blue in it. On a sunny day like today, you can definitely see the blue elements, but under cloudy or dull conditions, it's going to look black. The mirrors are power folding and have integrated turn signals as well as side blind zone detection alerts. And the gas filler has been replaced with a charging port, and NACS support will be added next year. The car also has the M Sport Professional package and the 20-inch aero wheels, and you can tell that by seeing the red brake calipers, which are exclusive to this package. In terms of trunk space, you'll find that there's plenty of space, and it can easily fit large suitcases. There's also a sunroof that comes standard with a full panoramic option available. Now moving on to the interior, let's start with the door panel. There's lots of soft touch materials, including the BMW Veganza material in smoke white, which is their leather alternative. My first impressions is that it's very comfortable and doesn't really feel too different from the real thing. You're also going to find physical controls on the doors for your lock and unlock, as well as the seat memory. The housing for these controls is also a light bar, and you'll see more of the cool effects later on. There's a Bowers & Wilkins audio system in this car and a total of 17 speakers for immersive surround sound. The interior color, as I said earlier, is called smoke white, and I really like how the contrast of the carbon black and the smoke white interior looks. These seats are both heated and ventilated and fully power adjustable. Let's take a look at the iDrive system. This is BMW's newest iDrive system, which has this large curved screen that's going to extend behind the steering wheel. It has standard Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and in the bottom corner of this iDrive display, you're going to find your seat climate controls, which is going to include, for this specific car, cooled seats, and a heated steering wheel. You'll also find even more climate controls hidden in the iDrive infotainment system. There's also ambient lighting in this car with the various colors that you can choose from. And one really cool lighting feature I found is when you press the hazard button, the light bar is going to start flashing along with the hazards. Next, let's look at the various modes you can select from this menu. And personally, I'm going to be sticking with Sport mode. Moving on to the controls, you're going to find the electronic shifter controls in the middle, which I find really cool. To shift out of reverse, you want to move the shifter up and hold and move it down for drive. Right next to the shifter, you're going to find the iDrive controls, and this car has the optional glass controls, which you can see with the iDrive controller. And we also have a wireless charging pad, as well as a really unique way to adjust the air vents of the car. Now let's move on to the rear seat, and we notice there's going to be another large speaker on the door panel, and these seats are bench seats. However, they're still very comfortable. You're going to find an individual USB-C port on each back seat, as well as a BMW accessory port, and you're also going to find 2 more ports in the center console for a total of 4 USB-C ports for the back. We're also going to find some cup holders, and these are decently sized and good enough for most drinks. Here's our quick look at the BMW key fob. The BMW button will double as both the remote start button and the lock button, and on the side you're going to find even more controls. Here's another look at the carbon black metallic color, and as I said earlier, when it is in the sun, you're going to see more of those blue accents in it, and you're not going to see that much when it's in the dark. I do like the smoke white interior. That's the one you saw earlier in the car I drove. However, in my opinion, burgundy red is going to be the best interior color, and I really like how this looks, as it's not your typical red seat, it's more of a dark red. Now, this is the part that everybody has been waiting for, but it's time to take this car out on the road. Firstly, I'd like to point out that the seating position is great, and the seat is very supportive, but it's also very comfortable as well. I also noticed that the weight of this car isn't really felt too much when driving it, and it has a pretty good turning radius, and thanks to the high amount of horsepower and torque, its acceleration is really fast. When it comes to making U-turns, it performs really well, especially for a car of this weight class, and it definitely performs a lot better than a lot of other larger EVs that I've been in. The braking is something that I had to get used to, but I ended up liking it a lot, and the sounds that this car has, which have been designed with the support of Hans Zimmer, do add to the personality of this car and make it a lot more interesting to drive compared to my Tesla. Now, everyone's been waiting for this, so I'm just going to show you this. So we're already around 65 miles an hour. 0 to 60 in this car is around 3.7 seconds. The top speed does have an electronic limit to it, but with the amount of power that this car has, it can easily cross over 150 miles an hour. To summarize the video overall, I will say that the BMW i5 is an awesome car and an awesome EV, and if you're in the market for a mid-size sedan, definitely give this one a consideration. I think the M60 version is going to be really fun to drive and also a great daily driver, as I found it also very comfortable in addition to very fast. The only downside I really have about this car is the price tag, as with this model that is fully spec'd out that I drove, it's going to come close to $90,000. However, for the price, you do get a lot, and I personally would definitely buy this car over the Model S if I had the money for it. This is how I would spec out the i5 if I were to buy one today. I would be choosing the M60 trim level in the carbon black metallic paint you see here, as well as the 19-inch wheels, as I don't really care too much for the larger 20-inch wheels. I'd definitely be choosing that burgundy interior, but this picture does not do it justice. You're going to want to scroll back earlier where I showed off the color sample. And in terms of packages, I'd choose the Driving Assistance Professional package, as it's going to add a lot of features for day-to-day driving. The Executive package, as I want all the interior features possible, as I care a lot about interior comfort. Front and rear heated seats, so the rear passengers are also going to have the comfort in cold weather, and front ventilated seats. Those are a must-have if you live in any warm city. The total is going to come out to around $92,000. Definitely up there in price, but it's definitely worth it in my opinion for all you get with this car. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Now, if you like this video and want to see more content, whether it be car content like this, tech content, or just any content in general, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. That's all I got for you guys today. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.